At the top of the pyramid, teachers learn proactive discipline tools that are used for decreasing inappropriate behavior that are impeding a student's learning progress. These include non-intrusive tools such as ignoring, nonverbal visual cues, redirections, and re-engagement strategies. Finally, at the top of the pyramid, teachers focus on reducing students' disruptive behaviors through strategic use of warnings, selective and logical consequences, and individual behavior planning with parents. At all levels of the pyramid, content is focused on helping students learn emotional self-regulation, social skills, and problem solving, so they can be more independent in their learning. Teachers also learn how to stay calm, get parental support, and work with each other in a partnership to help children succeed.
We also spend time talking about the one or two kids in their classroom who they're struggling with the most. And I think that's important too, because if we neglected that piece, or the program neglected that piece, I think it would lose some realism for the teachers. Teachers give us a lot of feedback about the support we give them in being able to craft good support plans for those kids who don't respond to the universal supports fully and need some extra care and attention. Teachers' experience in schools with behavior plans is usually an outside expert will come in, say, fill out all these forms, keep all this data. They do this, and then they give this to the expert, and then nothing happens. The training model or the behavior support planning we do stands in contrast to that. It stands out to them as different, and it's actually useful. Everything connects back to the pyramid, including the behavior support plans for the most difficult kids. It gives them that theory of why we're doing this, how this is going to be useful, and it empowers them to be the scientists themselves, to think like a scientist, which is one of the mantras of the program, to help them problem solve their own big issues that they're having.
So I think that's a good prompt to just sort of hold your hand up and turn away and really focus your attention on the other kids. Like that worked great.
It's giving them more confidence in their ability to take these principles and apply them not only to universal classroom management, but now to a specific child in their classroom. Class of 20 to 25 kids, I mean, some of these teachers really have 4 or 5 kids who have severe behavior problems. So these are legitimate stressors that teachers are experiencing. They're really being asked to not just have good behavior management skills, they're really asked to be experts in behavior management for managing, you know, a big room of first and second graders with 4 or 5 who have some more intensive needs.
The minute a child starts doing something you don't want them to do, can you make your brain think, what do I want instead?
And I think the other thing that's really unique about it and that teachers really latch onto is the emphasis on their own inner dialogue as a major part of not only teaching, but their interactions with kids and a potential barrier to having more successful interactions. Each workshop has some self-reflection about what's that dialogue that's going on in my head about a particular student or about my own stress level. And they're stressed by the students in their classroom. The high levels of disruptive behaviors are stressed by the relationships that they have with the parents. And then they're stressed because society expects them to fix all these problems by themselves. There's lots of buzz activities that have teachers really reflecting on their stress levels. And it clearly fits into this pyramid that if you're stressed as a teacher and you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to make it really hard for you to fill that foundation for these kids of being supportive and positive. Even though the pyramid is a sort of simple construct, the skills that we're asking them to do often are not simple. They're counterintuitive sometimes to teachers, counter to their training.
Okay. Good job. I heard all the right answers.
The word that I'd put on the whole behavior support plan and the whole process is really empowerment. I think teachers leave the workshop feeling more empowered about what they do have control over in their classrooms.
Can I have a hug? Oh, you're such a special friend.